Welcome to the Nexus podcast with Heather and Jimmy, your breakdown of all the important news in the world of Blizzard Entertainment. You can catch old episodes at nexuspodcast.com, and we are available on all the major podcast platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, etc. All the good ones. And make sure you're following the conversation throughout the week at hashtag Nexus Podcast on Twitter. Old video episodes can be found at youtube.com/DJ Tyrant, and check out our Facebook group. Search for Nexus Podcast on Facebook, and also our Discord group, which we are starting to promote. I think I have it on my link tree on all my profiles.
Cool.
And if it's not, I will fix it before we post the episode. So
sounds great.
It's there. Did you want to start off with this?
Yeah, I guess it's been... First, we're going to say sorry for this super, super long break of 6 months. 2020 hit us hard, just like everyone else in the world, and we just really didn't feel comfortable or eager to jump back into Blizzard Entertainment with everything going on. But now it's November 22nd. Things have calmed down in the world, hopefully, and we're eager
for us, at least.
Yeah. And we're eager to get back into the Nexus with Blizzard Entertainment news. So let's start with our Week in Geek.
Yeah. My Week in Geek has been, like many other Blizzard fans, I feel like this week, a lot of World of Warcraft Shadowlands prep. A lot of us are preparing our mains for going into Shadowlands. I know I saw Lashes. She was talking about cleaning out her bank and how anxious that makes her and all that stuff.
I actually thought real bank.
Yeah, I'm at World of Warcraft
There
bank.
we go.
But yeah, leveling up my Volpera Hunter has been a lot of fun. I've been streaming all of that, so if you haven't seen that, you can check the VODs for that. But I should hit 50 tonight on that character. Go grab the 115 weapon and have her ready for Shadowlands. But yeah, getting gear on alts and getting the bag on alts. I've gotten the bag 3 times now. I'm very happy with that.
I hate you.
I'm not jealous. Yes, there's a 34 slot bag. If you haven't heard about this, there is an outdoor mob in Icecrown, outdoor boss in Icecrown. Go grab it. Maybe you'll get the 34 slot bag.
Or
it's
not.
Awesome.
Like me.
It's totally worth it.
I haven't been grinding. I should be more diligent, but I'm
not. Also, we've kind of gotten a weekly group playing Among Us on Saturday nights. It's been a lot of fun. I've streamed that a few times, but kind of have that as our like game time off stream, which has been pretty fun.
And catch up with friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, and a lot of people from Blitz Pro and stuff like that are on there. Overwatch, I've been playing that as well. I have a friend who we play with weekly and got the skin from the new Symmetra event, which we'll be talking about a little bit more in detail in just a bit. But also been really enjoying the new Mandalorian season. I'm a big Star Wars nerd, and Mandalorian has been freaking amazing. Yeah. That's all I gotta say. It's
revitalized.
They're tying so many things in from previous shows and movies, and kind of giving hints of kind of explain some things from the sequel series. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and I love that it's a weekly show. I know some people would rather be able to binge it, but I'm loving the weekly show because we have every week all the Star Wars fans have these conversations, and it's a lot of fun to do that.
Yeah.
It makes me think of back in the Game of Thrones days when every week was must see TV.
Mm-hmm. I'm just
before the last season, which we won't even talk about.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
You've been really good about telling me to watch it, and I've been meaning to. I think I'm one of those people that will binge it. Later on.
I will say you will love Baby Yoda in this last episode. He is the cutest he has ever been on the show.
Good for him. I don't know. Like, it's cute. It's gimmicky. You bought a plushie. It's somewhere over there. They got you, and it's adorable. Yeah. I don't know. It's Baby Yoda. I was a big fan of Yoda to begin with.
Yeah, so. I don't know. I think the reveal of Baby Yoda. I watched the show like the second it went live on Disney Plus, so I didn't get that spoiled for me. So seeing that at the end was like one of the best reveals on a TV show I think I've ever experienced.
True.
And I know a lot of people were kind of mad at Disney for not producing merch for that, but they wanted to keep that secret.
Yeah.
So that's why they didn't have merch ready right as soon as the show came out.
So say the fans.
Yeah. exactly. And I don't know how to transition here.
Yeah.
So
well,
you
it's my
take it
turn.
away.
Yeah, it's my turn. That's how you
Your
transition.
weekend geek.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we didn't get a chance to talk about last time. A little bit of sad note. I want to say thank you to all my friends that reached out to me about, oh my gosh, about my mother passing. My mother passed away on October 25th this year. So that's one of the reasons why we haven't been on, is because 2020 is literally the worst year.
Yeah.
And losing a parent in that is pretty awful. So thank you to all my friends that reached out. I saw the tweets just recently, actually, and really appreciate it. And I'm happy to kind of, things have now settled, and getting through that, it's nice to kind of get back into the norm before everything kind of went downhill. So thank you for reaching out for that. Did not realize I was going to cry. It's totally fine. I think I have waterproof mascara. Okay. Moving on to Weekend Geek. So for me, I've been like an old lady with my Weekend Geek. Oops. I've been like an old lady. I've been playing Spider Solitaire a lot. My mother loved Solitaire. So I was like, I'll give it a try again. And I've been playing it on my Switch, which has been a lot of fun. I also didn't realize how hard it was. Like, my mom made it look easy. And now I'm like, oh, wow, this is tough. And then the next part, I bought Clue, but it's called Cluedo. I don't know if that's like a rebranding or something.
I've never heard of it.
So it's on Steam. It's also on mobile. It's also on Switch. I think it just came out on Switch. So I was like, oh, I want to try this. And it was super cheap on Steam, so I bought it. And been playing that a little bit. I'm debating if I want to buy the $30 season pass to kind of have all the different themes and looks of everything. But I've been playing that a little bit. And then let's see what else I did.
The panels you watched.
So we discovered this event called AOE, Area of Effect, AOE-event.com. And it was kind of like an online convention that we got introduced through our good friend Jeremy De La Rosa, I believe. Yes, okay. Jeremy De La Rosa from Leyline. And we mentioned that he was going to have a panel this weekend. So I watched the panel on Saturday. Pretty awesome panel. You know, I love panels of like really cool people in the industry talking about stuff, about doing good for the world through gaming. There was like a streamer, there was some other podcasters in there. So that was kind of fun to watch. And then I saw that they had D&D groups on their Discord channel. And I'm like, I want to sign up. So I signed up Saturday night. I got in a group this morning and I played my first game of D&D online. I know, I have like a nerd badge now.
Yeah, how for you?
And I've always been nervous. We played D&D with a couple friends and coworkers for me. And playing in person's one thing, but to play online, I've watched a little bit of yours, so you can make it look easy, and I was always intimidated by it. But
it's all about your DM and how good they are.
Yeah, and pre-made character sheets help a lot.
It does help.
But we played on Roll20 for a little bit, and just having like to dive back into like D&D again, like it's been almost a year now since we have played with our friends. It just made me really, really want to like get back into it and actually play online. And I will brag a little bit. Part of the game we did was we adopted some goblins instead of killing them. We made them like our B team, and then we talked to like a morphed cake arcanist, kind of like, you know, like in Spaceballs where they have that pizza head that talks. It was like that with cake. That's all I'm gonna say. And then I killed the big baddie of the game with my one Eldritch Blast that I played that entire game because I was a warlock. I just casted it once and I killed him. It was perfect. So I'm like super proud of my warlock self. Let's see. And then I think, okay, so back into Blizzard World. For the World of Warcraft pre-patch. I've been playing on my mage a little bit. I have a few dailies I haven't done. But it's been a lot of fun. I've tried a few times to catch the bag. I have not gotten the bag, and I'm not jealous of Jimmy. I totally am. And I do want to level an alt. I have my paladin that's been chilling there for a couple expansions, and she's just been sitting there. I redesigned all my characters when that update came. I want to play her. Haven't got a chance. Maybe since we're on vacation for Shadowlands, I can do that. And yeah, it's been my week. It's been all over the place.
All right, well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is obviously Shadowlands is coming. It is very imminent. It is going to be here
Less than 24 hours.
less than 24 hours right now.
We should have a countdown.
I know we should have a live countdown. Those of you watching live, it launches tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific. Those of you listening to the recording, it may be launching very soon, or it's already out. You're probably already going through Shadowlands stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of info that you can go through. For those of you wanting to like min-max your character, Wowhead has a lot of really great class guides, and also they have a running table on the best covenant for each spec.
Just pick what you want to play. Don't min-max.
Only min-max if you're doing bleeding edge and mythic content.
They're going to change it anyways.
This is true. My friend who I've gotten back into WoW, he's going to play a Death Knight. He has changed, or the best Covenant has changed at least 3 times in the past few days.
Just pick what you
because
want.
Blizzard is just still fine-tuning everything.
Yeah.
But as far as other resources, I found some really good resources in the community. Just on YouTube alone, Mr. GM, Signs of Kalani, Preach, Hazel Nutty Games, and Talius and Nevatel, obviously.
Yeah.
Those are all really great resources. I really like the first two. They're new content creators to me, at least. Mr. GM and Signs of Kalani. What I really like about them is they break stuff down very easily, and their videos are relatively short. They're all under about 15 minutes, and they get you the information you need to know. So if you're curious about any part of Shadowlands, they're going to have videos for you.
I'm subscribing to them right now.
Yeah, there you go.
I've not seen those. Why did you not share those with me?
We've been busy.
Yeah, I know. It's teasing.
No, I know. And then there's also, if you need, if you're busy and you only have 5 minutes, you can go to the official WoW YouTube
channel.
And they have basically a 5-minute primer on most of the changes coming in Shadowlands.
And to get you ready and kind of overview it. It's really cool. I always love the survival guides that they do for each expansion, or even patch updates, like big patch updates.
Yeah, they've been doing it for the seasons, basically.
Exactly.
As well. So, yeah, also on the YouTube channel, which if you joined us before we went live, you heard a little bit of it. There has been some lo-fi music of each covenant.
Love it.
And it's
so
been
much.
fantastic. And Blizzard was very smart, and they figured out that people would want like long form versions of these, so they put out a 4-hour loop if you want that in the background and good to go. 100%. And also for those of you streamers, it is DMCA free, nice. DMCA safe, or whatever it's called.
You won't get
flagged.
I
don't know. You shouldn't get flagged. Yeah. But that's on youtube.com/World of Warcraft, I think.
And they're so cute. They totally I don't want to say rip off, but are heavily inspired by the lo-fi chick writing on her desk with a cat in the window. I love it. I actually use those a lot for classroom music, just because I'm I don't want it to be quiet. And kids put something on that I know. I'm no, because I can't guarantee what it says. Here it's just instrumental.
Yeah,
I love
exactly. Another thing to keep in mind. And I think not necessarily the entire community is aware of this, but you'll want to change to a new WoW add-on updater if you are using the Twitch client soon. Really? I would do it today if you can.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because the CurseForge stuff is getting moved from Twitch to another company that bought that part of Twitch.
That actually happened?
This actually happened, yes. They were going to do changes this week, but they delayed it a week. So it didn't coincide with the Shadowlands launch.
Wow, I thought that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, it's happening.
Okay.
My personal favorite has been wowup.io.
Okay.
It's very simple, clean design. It literally, for me, was just plug and play. Downloaded it, scanned my WoW folder, found my add-ons, found where to update them, and it's been good since then.
Okay. I am bookmarking that right now on my computer.
But yeah, CurseForge will be moving to Overwolf, and they do have a beta client available. I haven't tested it myself, but I'm pretty sure with the stakes
beta.
of it, it'll be working.
Fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine, but it's in beta. That's like, I don't want to put my current WoW life in a beta right now. I want like it tested. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I know what I'm talking about. I do this all the time. No, I don't.
Yeah, just make sure your stuff's updated. Yeah, if you haven't yet and you're seeing this before Shadowlands launches, I would definitely log in and make sure your add-ons work and everything's good to go. Definitely check that out. So we did want to offer some of our thoughts on the expansion and how it will go. I think the biggest thing for me is I'm really heartened by the fact that there will be a lot less mandatory content than there was in BFA. You had to keep up with the artifact power. You had to make sure you had the right artifact armor drop for you to like really maintain your power level on your character.
Mm-hmm.
Preach actually broke this down recently. There's basically 2 things you need to do each week, which is your weekly cap on renown, which goes with your covenant, and getting the max amount of soul ash from Torghast every week, which is going to be used for crafting legendaries. So all the other stuff is pretty much optional, which is good, I think. And then you get to choose what you want to do. Yeah.
In the end. I think even didn't Ian Hazzikostas do like an interview saying like literally people pick what you want to do. So I think I heard multiple people, like content creators, say that you literally get your choice, which for me, honestly, I've never bothered with keeping up with all of that. I'm one of those people, the casuals, that will come in, play for a bit, level my character, take a few weeks off, and when it gets easier, like the Azurite or the corruption gear, I never had to worry about, because I'm like, I'm just gonna go and it's easy, like a few months from now, and that's what I would do. So expectations or thoughts on the expansion, it's just gonna be fun. Like I'm excited basically because of the lore. You've mentioned a few of your people that you've been following content wise. I've been really into the lore of the game. For example, like WTF, what is Sylvanas doing? Why is she doing it?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What is,
where's Gina? Where's Anduin?
Oh, I know they are. What's the dude with the flames? The one that was Lich King, Bolvar? Like, what does this mean? What has he known? Like, and so I've been actually following a lot of content creators that talk about the lore. A new one to me was Akalon's. I think he's in South America or South Africa. I forget which, but he basically just sits and talks about the lore, and he goes deep dives into it. He does like every Sunday. He's probably doing it right now. And he has all these crazy theories. He goes deep into Reddit and like finds the theories of what could be happening, how this connects with like the cosmos. And so I'm just really excited for the lore and the story of it. And especially that we have 4 covenants to dive into, and they all kind of interconnect, and like who's the big baddie, like who really is bad, who is really good. And it kind of reminds me of like with Illidan, how he was the bad guy, but in reality he was just like literally trying to save our butts. We just didn't understand. So I'm really excited to see like what that means with the 4 covenants. Yeah,
I'm really excited to see the lore as well. I mean, I'm more of a gameplay person, but I do appreciate the lore, so it was a lot of fun to see all that. Well, let's talk about who we are going to play class and race wise in Shadowlands. As for myself, I'm going to continue playing my Night Elf Demon Hunter, and then probably move on to a Void Elf Priest and my Vulpera Hunter as far as like who I'm going to level on order. Just because Shadowlands, from that Preach video I was talking about earlier, seems to be fairly alt-friendly with only the 2 absolutely mandatory things each week, as far as like if you're wanting to maximize the power level of your character. And I did take a look at the Wowhead rankings for the Covenants for Demon Hunters, and it looks like Kyrian is going to be the best overall because it's the best for Demon Hunter tanks and also for Demon Hunter DPS in Mythic Pluses. I guess Venthyr outpaces it a little bit for rating on DPS Demon Hunters, but yeah, looks like I'll probably be going Kyrian.
cool. You have like a whole bunch of reasons, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Because the question says like, who will your main be? I don't know a character that I have. Probably my mage, just because that's the one I've been doing the pre-patch with. So she technically has like the 100 level gear. And also, you know, arcane mage is just fun to throw arcane blasts at. Or arcane missiles. I'm sorry, I'm mixing my D&D in. With paladin, my paladin will probably be the second one, just because I miss that character, and God, she looks so cool now with like the new hair and makeup and everything. Probably a tie between my druid and my warlock, just because I miss them, and I started to do when we dived in customizing them, I really got to see like my characters and kind of build like a whole new like mental. This is my character. This is what they look like. This is like the story I think they have. So I really miss that. As for Covenant, I don't know. Whatever kind of fits the lore of my character. So like probably like the Paladin, probably Bastion, because Paladins.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I'm not going to min-max or try to like figure out which one's the best ever, because I'm not going to be, you know, doing mythic anything. Maybe I'll do a dungeon. But I'm just ready to like get immersed. That's probably my biggest excitement, is immersing myself in my characters. And I think I didn't realize till today when we were talking about it a little bit that you don't have to pick your covenant until the very end. So when you get to 60.
Yeah.
So we got like 10 levels of stuff. I don't have to decide right away, because I thought we had to decide right away.
So the thing is, and I think this is actually brilliant game design by Blizzard, is you go through each covenant zone and you get access to their specific abilities for your class and the
sample.
Yeah, so you get to sample the abilities and kind of see what you like there.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. I may have taken a week off of work for this.
School took off a week of work. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
School, like, totally knew it.
It just it magically lines up with a U.S. holiday.
And since we're staying home and not doing anything, I'm like legit excited to like wake up and just play on my computer.
Yeah, exactly.
No meetings, no.
But
nothing.
yeah, Shadowlands looking pretty good so far. I'm excited to check it out, and I know a lot of other people are.
Yep.
I will be streaming it, so
I might crash your stream.
check out the channel. You can definitely crash the stream.
Yeah.
But that's the basics for World of Warcraft. Obviously, check out any of the content creators we mentioned. If you want to get into a bit of a deeper dive into all Shadowlands, new systems and everything.
Make sure your games are updated if you haven't done that already.
Yeah, make sure you're updated.
And worldofwarcraft.com and YouTube. The YouTube channel is also really good too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing I didn't think about putting in the notes. But they did say the pre-patch event will end an hour before the launch. So just be aware that you won't be able to do the pre-patch stuff.
I can't get the bag again?
Well, you can get it. You can get it all up until an hour before 2 p.m. Pacific.
I can play while you do this, right?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead.
I have my laptop here. It's fine.
Oh, my
really,
goodness.
an hour before?
Hour before the expansion launches.
It's like 2 o'clock?
So 2 o'clock tomorrow.
I want to go longer. I guess no. I don't know.
It's a pre-patch event.
But I want to be longer.
But the expansion's going to be there at 3 o'clock.
But I've only done it with one character. This is my dilemma every time. Yeah. At least I like joined the pre-patch event. Every other ones I feel like I've missed.
You might have.
Probably. Okay.
But that's not the only Blizzard game that has stuff going on. One of my other favorite games, Overwatch, does have a very cool skin event going on. But what they've been doing lately with these skin events is they've had lore-related stuff with it as well.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had a chance to read the short story Stone by Stone. But have you?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, like Symmetra, she's gorgeous, she's cool, but I haven't really connected to the character. But I think the best, I kind of wish they did this like earlier in the game. Like, I don't connect to a lot of the characters, but of course I don't play as often as I should.
Yeah.
But I do love when they do the short stories. Are they short? Do they call them something different?
No, they're short stories.
Okay.
So the big thing is you can unlock the skin by winning 9 games total during the event. The event ends on November 30th, so you have a little over a week to go through this. You get the player icon at 3 games, spray at 6 games, and the skin at 9. And also, if you are interested in checking out Overwatch content creators on Twitch. If you watch you unlock sprays at 2, 4, and 6 hours of watching Overwatch content on Twitch.
I need to do that.
Just throw the stream on in the background. It's easy.
Well, I just saw too, like the short stories done by Christy Golden, who's like one of our favorites. I need to read the short story. And it's almost like, I wonder if they're going to put them in a book. Like, would they actually?
They might have a short story collection because they did it with the comics.
Yeah.
They put out a physical collection, kind of like a trade.
Mm-hmm. I want them to do a book because I feel like with these, like the artwork and the print and everything like that in them are just so gorgeous, and I would love to have like a book version of them. But it is really cool that they actually do put it out online. God, that cover's pretty.
Yeah, the cover is simply gorgeous. But that's not all. We actually had a developer update by a beardless Jeff Kaplan.
Why?
Which became a little bit of a meme. It was pretty funny. All the Overwatch League team, well, not all of them, but a good portion of them changed their profile picture to Jeff's face without a beard.
So, okay, hold on. I'm behind on this. I know of the meme after the fact. But why did he have a beard? So big?
Because quarantine?
Okay. So he's just like, I'm just going to grow my beard because why not?
I think so.
And people are just shook that he shaved. Okay, exactly. Good for him.
The big thing for anyone who plays competitive is the introduction of a priority pass. And basically the way that works, and what they're trying to accomplish is they're trying to lower DPS queues specifically. Because if you queue as DPS in competitive, even at lower ranks, you will be sitting in queue for maybe 10 minutes.
But didn't they have a thing where you could pick the class that's in more demand, kind of like with Dungeon Finder and WoW?
Yes, that's this whole priority pass system. If you select or if you queue as all the roles, you will get priority passes, which you can use to essentially cut the line for a queue that has a long queue time. Like they will prioritize you gain into a game.
Okay.
And the thing is, you'll earn some no matter what if you win or lose, but you'll actually earn quite a bit more if you win. So it's incentivizing people to not screw around, actually win, so that they have more of those priority passes, so that they can play the role that they want to play more often.
I think I heard about something of people were just quitting or like, what's what I'm looking for? Being bad at the game to end the game quickly to get back in queue. Wasn't there a thing of people not trying on the maps?
Feeding?
Is that the phrase?
That's one of the phrases.
Okay. I'm really good at this stuff.
Yeah.
Feeding? What? Feeding?
Like intentionally dying or playing badly.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. It pisses me off.
So, do you think this will actually work?
I think so. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how the system works if a lot of people are using priority passes all at the same time.
Okay.
I mean, that's why it's kind of being talked about right now. I'm sure it'll show up on the PTR soon.
Yeah.
But the other thing, which is really cool, and I think it sounds cool on paper, but we won't know until people get their hands on it and actually like play around with it. But they're going to be updating a lot of systems on the replay system, and you'll be able to remove elements and stuff like that, and hide health bars and stuff like that. So you'll be able to create a more, I see it as content creators will be able to create more cinematic videos than they have in the past.
Oh, kind of like machinima thingies?
Yeah, very similar to that. So it'll be cool to see what they come up with there. And maybe, who knows, it could improve. I'm sure it'll improve competitive Overwatch broadcasts going forward.
Oh, I was just thinking of the cool like video contest at BlizzCon.
Yeah, no, that's probably what it's more targeted at.
Yeah.
Is stuff like that.
Do the whole like story modes but okay, yeah, for streaming stuff, I guess. Yeah, because then if you have like a noob like me watching it, I don't care about the health bars. I just want like a clean screen. That'll be interesting.
Speaking of competitive Overwatch, if you're sad about Overwatch League being over,
This guy.
me, Overwatch Contenders is going on right now, and Blizzard is incentivizing you to watch.
What's that?
Overwatch Contenders is kind of the minor leagues of Overwatch. A lot of players that are in the Overwatch League came up through the Overwatch Contenders program.
How does one become a contender? It's like a
You get recruited by a team in Contenders,
Oh, okay.
basically.
All right.
I know there's Path to Pro, and that's a little bit different. That's like more anyone can play.
Okay.
But yeah, Overwatch Contenders is like basically a minor league or
Okay.
farm league for
Now, is there like
Overwatch.
Is there like teams like the big boys that have like the Wendy's and the Jack in the Box and all those sponsors, or is this like just we want to?
It's more smaller teams. I mean, there are some that are actually affiliated with Overwatch League teams.
Okay.
There are
Like
a
a
few
little
there.
B team or something like
Yeah,
that.
basically.
Okay.
But yeah, make sure to watch at overwatchcontenders.com. Make sure you're logged in and linked with your Battle.net account, and
Get that
you
Symmetra
can
skin.
get Symmetra and Mercy skins.
Mercy skins. What?
Yeah.
Is it a good one?
They're the Overwatch Contenders colors. It's a like lime green kind of, not too lime, but like
Okay.
not dark green and not green,
Like an olive green?
but no,
Oh, okay.
lighter than that.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it.
I just like seeing you try. Okay, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
How long is that going till?
I don't know the schedule, but I'm pretty sure it's going through till the end of the year.
And then when does Overwatch League start?
We don't know. That's a big question mark. But
is there a good
that
reason or a bad
reminded me.
reason?
No, there's no
Just we
reason
don't know.
all right now. I think we're trying to figure out with COVID and everything.
Yeah, like officially start the year out with it.
Yeah.
What does that remind you of though?
But that reminds me of
Uh-huh.
the Overwatch League offseason has been absolutely chaotic with player trades and movements and free agency.
You would tell me about it and I'd be like, oh no. But I don't
Definitely
know.
go to the .esports. They've been covering it really well. There's a writer over there, Liz, and she is fantastic at keeping on top of absolutely everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get her Twitter handle wrong, but if you follow her on Twitter, she is absolutely on top of all this stuff, and it's fantastic.
Okay.
Um,
Does she work for Blizzard?
no, she works for .esports.
Oh, cool.
So she's a freelance
Kudos to her.
esports reporter.
That's hard.
The big one, though,
The big one.
is Moth moved from the San Francisco Shock to your LA Gladiators. So you have one of the best support players in the world now.
Because we're like the best team ever.
Yeah.
Moth?
Yeah.
Would I recognize his face?
Probably.
Okay.
He's won 2 championships with San Francisco, so
We stole from San Francisco?
Yeah.
He chose wisely.
I'm sure it was money.
Oh, of course. Of course. LA. Of course it
Oh,
is.
as it always is. Oh my gosh.
Does that like leave San Francisco floundering? Have they got a replacement yet or?
I don't know.
Well,
There's a lot of
off-season.
moving parts, so
Yeah.
it's off season. So we'll find out.
Oh man.
It'll be exciting.
Have they done trading cards of these players yet?
Yeah, we have the custom ones
Well,
we
these,
made.
these are like cute little custom ones that we made at an event. But, like they actually have like trading cards of like
No, they
actual
have
people.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Upper Deck.
Oh.
Yeah, they have actual cards of
I
players. and
remember
stuff.
things so well.
They were
Okay.
totally at the event we went to.
In LA. That was fun. With Kit Kat.
Kit Kats. Yeah, I still have that. I wonder if it's still good.
You have the Kit Kat
Yeah,
still?
I'm sure it's still good.
That's so gross.
It's only been a year.
You're not allowed to eat it. No.
I'm totally eating it after
No. To find it, you're gross. Okay.
this. I'm not telling you
my
what it is.
one. Okay, no. My one Overwatch add to this note page that we have for it is I think I heard on the YouTubes. I was watching a bunch of I love my Nintendo Switch and I play that more than my PC if anything. And I've heard that Overwatch is going to be the Legendary Edition is going to be for $15 at BestBuy.com. And I just checked the website earlier, and it is $15 for a physical box with the digital download code for $15 at BestBuy.com. And it also comes with, I think, 3 months of the Nintendo
Oh
Online,
yeah, and the Nintendo Online.
which if
service.
you don't have yet.
And you need it to play Overwatch.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. I played it like once. I was like, this is really bad with the little controllers. But yeah, $15 for Nintendo Switch on Overwatch. for Black Friday, because Black Friday is coming.
Black Friday is coming.
Yeah.
Although I'm surprised that Overwatch hasn't gone free to play. Like, I feel like that's the next step.
They got to charge for that box, for the code. You got to pay for something for it. Because we even looked, like, I was like, okay, what other Switch game for, just good transition, I'm really good at this, for the Switch, that's Blizzard, and Diablo 3 is like $50. It's only $10 off for Black Friday at BestBuy.com. So it's just like, why is Overwatch so cheap when Diablo was so expensive, when Diablo's the older game? Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's a Nintendo thing, probably.
It is.
But moving on to Diablo.
To Diablo, though. The big thing this week in the world of Diablo is that Season 22 went live Friday night for D3. And the big things from Season 22 are that when you activate a shrine or pylon, it will spawn a shadow clone of your class, and the clone's power will scale with your character and will last for 1 minute or until death. So that's a fun little mechanic. And the other thing, which I think is really interesting, should, I imagine, create some really interesting builds, is for the duration of Season 22, Kanai's Cube is going to have a 4th slot. So you have the option to choose any power in this one, but it will not stack with other powers on the other slots.
What is that pet?
The pet is the Book of Cain. Yeah,
Oh, that's so
the
cute.
exclusive pet for this season is the Book of Cain. Believe you have to.
I had to look at my laptop a little
complete,
closer.
What do you have to complete? Season journey rewards.
Is that a beard hanging out of it?
Yeah, you can see the animation here.
Oh my
There's
God,
a
it has
beard hanging out
legs.
on it. It has legs. It's very interesting.
I want that as like a little figurine. It is literally a book. Okay, that's really creepy though. It's a book that's on its side with feet and legs and a cane, and it can run around, and it has a beard hanging down from it. That's creepy and adorable.
Yeah.
Stupid pets. I love them.
Yeah.
I need to play Diablo 3. You just spam it, right? That's all you have to do.
Yeah,
Just
that's
hit,
all you
2
have to do.
buttons.
It's super easy.
I could be a pro.
Purely an inconvenience.
God.
The other big thing is because it's been so long since we've
6
done
months.
the show. Diablo 4 did have its quarterly update in September, and they went over a bunch of stuff. Like we're not gonna be able to break it down quite as much as other Diablo content creators, but definitely check it out if you haven't been paying attention to Diablo 4's progress. There's some cool stuff there, including legendary items,
Angelic powers.
Yeah.
That sounds like frou-frou.
Yeah. And they have an image of the
Whoa.
skill tree, and it looks insane.
It looks like a bloody tree.
Yeah.
And I'm not cursing bloody tree. Is that is that going to be in, it's pre-alpha. Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah,
this
it's pre-alpha, so it's still getting through its
Concept art.
iteration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The sorcerer skill tree is what it's called.
Yeah.
That is crazy. How is that? How do you put that in a screen? Like, I'm looking at it right here on your big old monitor,
Yeah.
and I can't see anything. I bet it has to zoom in.
It's gonna
Okay.
change, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure
That
it'll
is really
change.
neat, though.
But yeah, it looks really cool. And then there's a sorceress enchantment system that they went over. So I'm really excited to see that because it lets you change your spells and stuff like that. So they do different things.
And that's the one thing I loved at BlizzCon was that we actually stopped for the D4 panel, and it was actually fun and exciting to look at the flowcharts that they had for each of their characters. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. And now looking at it, I'm like, I need someone to explain this to me.
Yeah, and they did mention that they're working on the endgame progress system, but they also mentioned that it's not far enough along that it won't be talked about in the next quarterly update, which I imagine is coming up pretty soon here. Because this is back in September. We have another quarter to go. So, also, what's really interesting, this is kind of side note, kind of funny. David Kim, the lead system designer in Diablo 4, he was the one who helped put together this article. He has actually moved to the World of Warcraft team.
Yay!
So, he's no longer working on Diablo 4.
Well, hopefully, yay. Hopefully good for him.
No,
hopefully.
I'm sure it's good for him.
Yeah. Well, especially because Diablo 4 still has a long time going. So if they switch people in and out, it's totally fine because they have time. There's no rush in that one.
For sure.
Let's see. StarCraft.
Oh, yeah. StarCraft.
We got another game, which we haven't really talked about in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Oh, I messed
that
that up.
double
No, because I messed it up. Give it a second. It's taking a while. For some reason, Streamlabs is taking forever to transition between scenes.
Because we
I
have
don't know
multiple
what's
stuff.
going on. It's probably because of that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But StarCraft, we did celebrate the 10th anniversary of StarCraft 2 this year, and unfortunately, Blizzard did announce last month that StarCraft 2 is kind of getting the Heroes of the Storm treatment.
Oh. I did 2 ahs there. Did you notice that?
I did hear that.
Thank you.
Basically, the development is being winded down for StarCraft 2. That means there's going to be no co-op commanders coming out, no new DLC of any kind, so no follow-up to Nova missions or anything like that.
Just StarCraft.
They did slightly hint that this will free them up supposedly to work on the next project for StarCraft.
Did they say that?
They did. They actually did. I will load it up so you can see where they said that.
Because I'm like, I need to see that in writing. We are passionate, creative. No, that's not it. Well, yes, that is what they said. And weird, blah, 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 blah.
We know some of our players have been looking forward to some of the things we're moving away from, but the good news is this change will free us up to think about what's next, not just with regards to StarCraft 2, but for the StarCraft universe as a whole.
Okay.
This is a direct quote from the blog post.
That but saved it.
I will say though, this isn't as impactful as the Heroes stuff.
Yeah.
Because Blizzard wasn't controlling the esports stuff starting with this year. So the esports stuff is not affected at all. ESL and GSL will still continue supporting StarCraft 2 esports.
I cannot believe that stuff is still going. It is like...
GSL has been going on for 10 years.
God.
It is awesome.
Crazy. Kudos to them. That is like...
And it's always on prime time on Friday nights for me. So I've been actually catching quite a bit of it. And it's... Seeing Tasteless Narcosis is just like seeing an old friend and hearing them talk and banter is just like... it's so great.
Those nerds.
Yeah.
I like them. That's adorable.
Yeah. But yeah, that's some sad news for StarCraft overall.
Happy news and sad news.
Happy news and sad
and
news.
optimistic news.
But ESL and GSL are not the only people in town for StarCraft 2 esports, as Team Liquid Star League 6 will be happening December 5th through the 20th. Definitely go over to teamliquid.net if you want more info on that. Qualifiers are happening soon. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on there. So the scene will continue supporting it, and I am very excited for it.
Yeah. StarCraft.
You love StarCraft.
I love it because you and my brother love it. It's a great thing.
It's a really hard game to play.
It is.
It is very difficult.
It is space chess. That's what I tell people. And you roll your eyes at me every time I say that.
I mean, it kind of is, but
it totally is.
Let's move on to one of my favorites.
Oh, this is one of my favorites too. It's the Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm, yes. We are going to... I wasn't expecting to actually be talking about this.
Oh, what?
But we actually have some news.
What do we do?
Look at this image that Blizzard tweeted out.
It's a dead Murloc.
It's a dead Murloc.
Why
what
is
could
there
it be?
A dead Murloc?
A picture with no context. What does that mean?
Why is there a dead... What?
Does that mean they're hinting at a new hero? Oh my goodness. Is it a new hero that's coming to Heroes of the Storm?
A Murloc with an axe that's killing...
No. What wine poster is that?
Hogger.
Is Hogger coming to Heroes of the Storm?
Or is it dead? Oh, that took me a long time to get that.
Oh, I love it.
Hold on, when did this come out?
Just
now?
This literally came out at 10 a.m. this morning.
And you didn't tell me this before?
We had so much stuff to cover on the show.
That's true.
But yeah.
Hogger's coming. Wait, wasn't that like one of the main requests, like at BlizzCon?
Hogger has been definitely hotly requested.
And they would always say like, it's on the woodworks, or we're working on it, or we have a lot of characters to think about. Oh man, Hogger's coming.
Yeah, it does look like Hogger's coming. I don't think they're going to troll us with that the latest image here that's a wanted poster for Hogger.
Well, he doesn't want you to see his picture.
That's true. He doesn't.
I was like, what? Like an undead Murloc? Like that's what I was thinking you were going with, and I was like, oh, the Hogger poster. Okay.
I mean, the fun thing is they'll probably reveal the hero tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they do that.
They usually do it on Mondays.
Yeah.
November 23rd. So, boy, the 23rd is just chock full of stuff for Blizzard. The other big thing, I mean, if you play the game regular, you know that there are balance updates pretty regularly still every couple weeks.
Sure.
We don't need to tell you about those. You know where to find those.
In the notes.
But those of you who have maybe stepped away from Heroes for a while or are looking to kind of check it out again, see where it's at. But those of you missing HGC may be interested in the Heroes Hearth Community Clash League, which just started up. CCL. They call it CCL.
CCL.
Yeah.
That's a lot of words.
They just call it CCL for short.
CCL. All right.
But if you're looking for high-level competitive heroes to watch, definitely check it out. I've been catching a bit this past weekend. A lot of your favorite players from HGC are involved on teams or team owners and broadcasting as well. And we get Gillyweed back for Heroes. Yay! So it's really nice to see her back interviewing players.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she is actually one of the people who put this together with Dreadnought, who was a former player.
Oh my goodness, these names.
Yeah.
Memory lane.
Yeah.
I will give credit. Like, Here's the Storm. I do enjoy playing it because it's simple enough. I can kind of BS my way through it. But it's also a lot of fun to watch. Like, I remember the few games that we would drag your sister to watch with us. She actually was entertained with Here's the Storm because it's like StarCraft with like the chess aspect, but it's a lot more visually stimulating. So even if I don't know what's going on half the time, I could definitely like follow it a lot easier. And the fact that they have like all the old alums like coming in and oh man, can we watch it together? Or like send me links.
Okay, yeah. we can watch it. Yeah,
that'll be fun.
No, it's really cool. It's really interesting to see how they're figuring out things as they go along.
This is not Blizzard run. This is fan.
No,
run.
This is all community run.
Oh man,
community funded as well. So.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting.
Now, is it just for funsies, or is it actually competitive? Like, is there a prize pool in the end of
There's a prize pool. It's actually competitive.
That's exciting.
But yeah,
that's cool.
There's some good heroes news.
I actually do miss HGC. Now that like thinking back about it, I actually do miss going to like the arena and like watching it with everyone. Oh man.
Yeah, I was actually reminiscing with someone about some hero stuff, and so I went down the rabbit hole of Heroes YouTube, and they have all the games still up there from HGC. So if you ever want to go back and look at some games, they
and
do
even
have
Jeremy
them.
was playing it like this last week too.
Yeah.
So like the community's still alive.
I haven't played it in a while, but I need to dive back in.
It's like the second game I actually have updated on my computer.
Nice.
I will say that. Like if I update it, it's WoW, and then Here's the Storm.
There you go.
Yeah, that's how much I miss it.
Last and not least on our list though is Hearthstone and Hearth.
Moving on. Oh, you got that at
Hearthstone. There was a really big new patch this past week. Madness of the Darkmoon Fair expansion launched. The achievement system launched as well. The Tavern Pass, which is basically a season pass similar to something you would find in like Fortnite or Apex Legends,
Don't say those
where you
words.
pay to kind of accelerate your rewards and stuff like that.
Wait, didn't they have that in Here's the Storm? The little like you buy like a booster battery pack thingy.
That's different.
Okay.
It's a little bit different.
How does this?
Or like, so you get experience from playing games, and you unlock rewards, and this helps you unlock them faster. And
so it's like
also,
an
there
XP
are
boost?
separate rewards.
Okay.
So,
Now I can see we're comparing it to the other games that shall not be mentioned.
Exactly. Also, there are constantly tuning battlegrounds. That's the only mode I really play in Hearthstone.
I haven't played that.
It's a lot of fun.
I played it at BlizzCon. I haven't really picked it up.
And Duels has gone live, and
What are
Duels is really cool. I have not played it yet, but it builds upon the foundation of the dungeon runs that were single player only content in Hearthstone, where you would build the deck as you went through matches.
I did one of those.
So what you do is you choose a hero power, starting treasure and build a 15-card starter deck from your collection before facing off against a series of worthy human opponents, dungeon run style.
Yeah, 15 cards from a selection?
From your collection.
From my collection.
From the cards that you have in your collection. Yes.
And I have a chance to get through this?
Maybe. I don't know. You have to, if you're really good.
No, I'm not. Okay. That sounds a lot of fun. It's a way to, as you said, the dungeon style runs.
Yeah, that's really fun. I'm glad they're bringing that to the competitive side of Hearthstone.
Competitive?
Well, yeah, because you're playing against other players.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You're not playing against a computer.
It's almost like Magic, I feel.
Yeah, it's a little similar to that.
Because like you can build your own deck and play. That's interesting.
It's definitely like a variation on the draft style of Magic.
That's what
I've done a couple of those, and those are interesting.
My brother tried to do one, I think.
Yeah. Basically, you open a pack, take a card, pass it down.
Exactly.
And it goes around until everyone has cards.
Remember we used to go to comic shops?
Yeah, when we used to go to game stores and play games in real life. Oh, man.
2020.
Yeah, for sure. But check out the patch notes if you're curious about some of the more finer details.
Yeah.
And if you're curious about duels, you can check out a Dark Moon Duel Fest November 24th.
In 2 days.
From 10 to 4
PST.
With a $200,000 prize pool.
There's a bunch of people playing.
And there's a lot of famous Hearthstone people that are playing. Bunch. Definitely check that out.
Yeah.
If you're, it'll be a good primer for if you haven't had a chance to check out duels.
Yeah, it just came out, right?
Yeah, so there was actually a period of a beta where you could pay to access it, or it was a drop from watching Hearthstone on Twitch.
Oh, okay. So, that makes sense. The loyalist fans.
Yeah, they wanted to
kind of paywall through a subscription.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. I always loved with Hearthstone, that game, was how creative the team was. Because it's really, really interesting how not only do they stick lore in and like these like dungeon style-esque type of things and all that stuff, but it's also like the dynamics of like, it's a card game. It's a card game. But there's like so many different modes now. It's so impressive. I always like watching their panels at BlizzCon because that's one of the panels where I'm like, I'm not going to seek out and hunt it down, but I will happily go and sit and just get blown away with like all the cool stuff they have to offer. Oh man, I miss... We would have had BlizzCon by now. Oh.
Yeah, BlizzCon was supposed to happen the last weekend of... the second to last weekend in October.
Because I'm like, I remember with BlizzCon. And I'm like, oh yeah, we don't have that till February.
BlizzCon line. Though we do have that to look forward to.
That's true.
And it's going to be free.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Okay. Totally free.
And the things like the VODs will be up and everything, hopefully?
Yeah. Okay. And I mean, I'm sure there'll be digital items you can buy. Or
probably.
Like that.
Well, speaking of things VIP to buy, Jimmy, such a good transition there. This is where I get to talk a bunch and you get to click links. It's IRL loot. So loot in real life. Yeah, an ad that popped up there for a second. So we're just going to jump through a lot of the stores. So we've been gone for 6 months and a lot of the stores have and have not come out with a bunch of new stuff. And right now, of course, we're right in that weird area of Black Friday. Possibly coming up within the week. So if you're watching this, hopefully you got a Black Friday sale, coupon code or something, download Honey as an extension if you haven't already, to get some discount codes. I hit at my usual places like Hot Topic, and the one that Jimmy just pulled up is, right now they have a 30% off sale, but it is the Overwatch cookbook. The official cookbook. I know we wanted to get it. We've seen it in stores. We haven't purchased it. Why, I don't know. But I do have some Hot Topic dollars from buying stuff over the summer. And I might go digging through those piles to see what I have there. Because Hot Topic and Box Lunch have this horrible, you spend money, you get discount to spend money later cycle.
They keep getting you in that cycle.
It's so good, but so bad. So that's on my watch list since I'm featuring it here, because there's not a lot of new stuff for Hot Topic or Box Lunch in reality of merch for World of Warcraft or for Blizzard. Scooching on over to Box Lunch. They also don't have a lot of new stuff. Like they have 6 or 7 pages of t-shirts where they have like the logo of an artwork or pixel spray of like an Overwatch character, but did not send you a picture of that one because I forgot in the notes. But they have some sale. It's just the same as it was before. Cupid Deadly figurines on sale. Once you go through the 7 or 8 pages of Overwatch things, you can find them. I know that the Diva Cupid Deadly little mech is pretty adorable, and I think it was on sale for so you gotta go to page 5. You're actually doing this on stream. So page 5, scooch to the bottom. It's gonna be a long thing. I wouldn't.
Well, they don't see it.
Oh,
so
okay. Honestly, unless you want to get some T-shirts of Overwatch, there's nothing new on their shop, per se, other than maybe finding a discount code or reduced price. But honestly, it's the same stuff you've seen before, and you can find it at other vendors.
There's some of the cute sprays on here.
Yeah, you can get different colors of them. So it's if you have a favorite spray, definitely check out Box Lunch or Hot Topic and see if they have it on a T-shirt, because you can find it on a T-shirt or a different color. But I want more merch. But T-shirts are cool. I just have a lot of them. The next one is Jinx. I think it's over the summer. Jinx actually came out with a new World of Warcraft collection of a bunch of stuff. They have a lot of general new Alliance or Horde T-shirts or accessories or mugs or scarves. And so it's a very, classic style Horde or Alliance symbols. I do love me a good coffee mug, but, do I need another one? Not necessarily. The Murloc one is really cute.
That's
though.
pretty cute. I like that.
It's pretty adorable. And just as always, look for an extension to get a coupon code.
Jars, wrapping paper.
That's been there for years.
I know.
Yeah. But hey, Christmas is coming up.
It is.
So that is a thing you could do.
I kind of like this Alliance Varsity hoodie.
Yeah, but they don't have our size. I think the one downside is that when they sell out of a style of something, they usually don't restock it.
You don't have our size, yeah.
But also, it doesn't seem like they're restocking it. So I'm almost curious, is Blizzard coming up with a new array of stuff? I don't know. Let's see. Scooch on over to Loungefly. Okay. I did put a link in the notes.
Give me a minute, because this takes... Its transitions in Streamlabs are killing me.
Streamlabs. With Loungefly, it's the same idea as it was before we went on break, too. There's about 6 or 7 Overwatch merch items, 4 wallets, and 2 backpacks. They're really trying to get rid of them. I love them. They used to have a few backpacks here and there, but they sold out. For example, the Overwatch Tracer wallet, the brown one, is $8. That thing was $40+ at BlizzCon.
Yeah, I mean, it has the faux Sherpa,
yeah. It just makes my skin crawl. It's just a texture thing. But that wallet, if you really love it, as I said before, I know over the summer when we did this last podcast, go grab it. I've been really tempted to get the Widowmaker wallet for $10, but then I don't need another wallet. I have a Mercy wallet, and that's good. I'm good. I don't go through wallets that quickly.
You don't want that Reaper backpack?
No.
That would be so awesome.
No.
For back to school.
Creepy.
Oh,
for
my
Halloween,
gosh.
it would have been cool, but
Halloween's
gone,
true.
So
Halloween is gone.
that is over with. And then the big one we have, IRL Loot, is actually the Blizzard Gear Store. Once we maneuvered our way through it, we were able to kind of see what was new, what wasn't new. We only highlighted a few things, since in the slew of, missing BlizzCon in person, they came out, of course, with all their typical BlizzCon merch, such as patches, because we all love some patches.
Do you want to bring all of these up?
If you want to. If you want to let them know. The patches are the Velcro patches that they would come out for with the backpacks, or the hats that you can just buy and trade. And my brother typically loved those, and I still have my backpack full of patches I just don't even want to take off because I finally got them to fit properly. But you can buy a 4-pack of the patches for $20. So I think that's the same price they had at BlizzCon before, but it's Series 4. Scroll down a little bit. And there's a wide array of images. You have all 4 Covenants. You have some StarCraft hearts, which are actually really, really cute. And some Overwatch.
You also have some Heroes of the Storm stuff here. You have the janitor skin for Leoric. And also, I know this is from Heroes of the Storm, the purple thing right next to Leoric, but I don't remember what it's called. Someone's
He
gonna
looks very
kill
cool.
me for it.
We also got like the gun, or no, the dude with the sword, the brothers. And
The
here's
Shimada brothers?
Yes.
Genji and Hanzo?
Yes. See, you know things.
Yep.
But yeah, of course, like, I feel like we'd probably throw down like $100 on patches again. But then the downside is like we don't have like a way to trade for them, and
That was half the fun.
that was like all the fun.
I remember we were so like not looking forward to the backpack that year, and the patches were like, "Oh, this is gonna be dumb.
So lame.
This is gonna be stupid." And then we
all
get
loved it.
there, and we're like,
These
we're
are
all
cool.
trading with a bunch of people. You went like crazy trading. You
I
went
went
to
back
Darkwind Fair
a
and
couple times.
did stuff, and
I didn't
Yeah.
see you. I just left you. Yeah.
that was the year I got a couple community patches though, and I think you got to barter with them
You
some.
did. Thank you for that. And thank you, community people that gave him those patches.
Yeah.
Next part is for similar BlizzCon World missing environment. Pins. If you love pins, they got your pins. They got I really like how they actually zoomed in on the pictures of these pins this year, whereas like a far distance shot, it definitely shows the enamel a bit better and the brightness of the colors. That's a Here's the Storm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the Janitor Leoric.
And then we have Overwatch characters. Let's see, my favorite one.
Sigma. Oh, we have
that's
a
good one.
Hearthstone Illidan.
And then
Valera.
Rogue.
There we go. This is Jimmy.
Jimmy, the other Jimmy.
The other Jimmy. Oh, we got some Thrall. Ooh.
Ooh, I did not see
Lilith.
that one. That's a good
So
one.
Lilith is a pin here.
Darn you, Blizzard.
Ooh, Brig.
Brigitte.
Brigitte.
And then Anna.
And then Anna. Yeah.
That is really, really cool. Darn it, Blizzard. Stop making
know.
pins I want. But if you do want those pins, and you do have a lot of cash to spend, and $200 exactly,
Comes in this nice box.
nice big white box, and you get all 10, I can count 10 pins in a silver variant. So if you're a pin collector, you probably already bought this. I know this came out a while ago, but man, $200.
It's
But
a
there's-
lot.
I do like the silver better than the gold. Oh, and I will say with the other gold or the other enamel pins, you do have the chance to get a gold pin. So if you're a gold collector of those, have fun at it. I bet you know what? There has to be like a Facebook group or like in a Discord or somewhere people can trade.
There's a trade group.
Yeah. So you could definitely find it, but it's just not as fun to be like in person
Yeah.
trading with it.
Yeah, especially after last year, they really did a good job of that. I don't,
The
did
trading
you
area?
go visit the trading area? I can't
Absolutely. I
remember.
like
Okay.
lived there.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah,
it was really
I have a
nice.
lot of friends who are traders at BlizzCon, and it was fun hanging out with them and seeing them wheeling and dealing, and
Oh yeah.
they would have a table and have all their stuff spread out. It was
It
pretty
was
incredible.
intimidating.
Yeah.
But you know, one day we'll have another BlizzCon. And
We
we'll do
will.
it then. Another cool thing that came out just recently, I think, or a couple weeks or maybe a few months ago, was the Small World World of Warcraft board game.
Yeah, and they actually showed this off at BlizzCon last year, but it's here.
It's real. I bought it, but I bought it from the company that made it. But I also did a thing where I bought the Critical Role Munchkin at the same time.
Mhm.
So I'm still waiting for them to ship together, I guess.
Yeah.
But $60, Small World for World of Warcraft. I have yet to play Small World. I know my brother loves it, and I've heard nothing but good things. And it has Blizzard on it. I will buy it because we need more board games. Because one day
That's a true statement.
we will actually be back in real life and have friends over to play board games.
Mhm.
That will
Yeah.
happen one day. And then another fun part that we actually did about was the I love this because you know the covenants are flippin' gorgeous. Is the artwork for each of the covenants, and I think I saw some content creators get like a Shadowlands box, collector's thing, but they also got a letter from Blizzard, you know, with really cool like bookmarkish looking artwork, which I was super jealous of. Blizzard, hint hint. But this one here in particular is, and they sell them individually, so you can frame them however you want, put them however you want on your walls. But this one I wanted to feature was because it was in a frame collage already, and it has Brave the Beyond, the logo of World of Warcraft Shadowlands, and you know, I don't want to have to go to the craft store and frame something. They've already done it for you, and it's normally $200. Right now, it's $150 with the code Shadow. I think the one thing I will say with the Blizzard Gear Store, and I've noticed this the past couple months, you really want to sign up for those newsletters. I would normally say like, oh, well, the code for this week or for this month is this, But now they're doing discounts for like 1 to 2 days.
Change all the time.
Yeah. So I would honestly sign up for those newsletters. They're not as severe as they used to be. But the sales are very short. If you're buying something, I would almost say wait for a sale unless it's like a limited edition item, because they definitely want you to spend that money quickly, which is smart business because it has to be working if they keep doing it, I would imagine. Let's see. Next one. Oh, this just came out and I'm like, I might jump on this. This is a World of Warcraft exploring Azeroth, the Eastern Kingdom's imitation leather book, and a COA signed by author Christy Golding. I want it. It's a book about WoW. Basically, Azeroth and the Eastern Kingdoms. I'm assuming it's an art book, but I think the coolest thing is that it actually has a certificate of authenticity signed by Christy Golding. I love her signature on everything. And, if they're doing the Eastern Kingdoms, they gotta do the other side.
Kalimdor.
There we go. I was like, there's a name for it. But, that's the fun part is that I wish you could see this in person. But, I always love me a good tabletop or coffee table book from Blizzard. And that is on my to-do list. And I did notice, and I put it in a link there, but if you actually scroll through the page of this, there's actually a combo where you could get a mount in WoW for that. So there's like for $10 more, you get an in-game mount. There it is. Nightmare. Warforged Nightmare mount.
Yeah, they're actually combining that with a couple other things. I saw it with another art piece that it was combined with. So you get if you're wanting to get that mount already, you get a bit of a discount on that because I think it's only $10 more. Yeah, it's only $10 more. And it's a $25 mount in the store. So
very cool.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing I'm scared of, Blizzard, Activision, don't listen to me as I say this, but they could have been mean and gated some exclusive mount behind this, and I'm glad they didn't. That would have been awful. I think people would be up in arms if they did something like that.
I should totally bought it though because I want the bot.
Don't tell them that. No, but I'm just glad it's an existing mount. I'm very curious where the data is that the people who don't have the mount and want this book like overlap.
Yeah.
Like,
because I honestly was looking at it. I'm like, I'm gonna buy this book eventually, but then I'm like, do I want that mount? Do I care for that mount? And
it's just weird because it's a digital item. It's not like they have excess inventory of it.
I know, right?
It's just. It is.
Well, it
kind
of goes with like your 6-month subscription and WoW. Like you got I bought the stupid wings for 6 months of subscribing because I'm like, why not? Oh, I will. In the picture you have here, actually, Shadows Rising, the book that came out over the summer or a couple months ago. I listened to the audiobook of that because I love audiobooks. Amazing.
Yeah, and the one we're showing on screen is the special edition that is signed for $100.
Ooh, wow.
Hand signed by Madeline Rue.
Madeline Rue, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
I love how it says in the details the material is 100% paper. Just to clear, it's 100% paper.
Blizzard Gear Store exclusive faux leather cover.
100% paper. But no, it was a really, really good book. I enjoyed it. I definitely love the audiobooks in WoW because they definitely do a lot of the music from the game. They have a lot of voice actors not voice actors, but the voice reader sounds very similar to the games. Like Talanji is one of the main characters, and you had that very heavy accented.
I think they had the same voice actress.
Then that would be amazing. I did not pay that much attention when I was listening to it because
I'm pretty sure they did because she has a very unique voice.
That is true, and it's glorious.
Yeah.
But good book. Highly recommend you read The Shadow Rising, or at least listen to it before or after Shadowlands. The next part, we moved on to Warcraft 3 merch in the Blizzard Gear Store. There is a very pretty statue of Prince Arthas for Warcraft 3, 10 inches commemorative statue. He is a PVC and polyresin, but he looks like a bronze, shiny, pretty boy.
It looks like a statue that would be at Blizzard campus.
Yes. They should
kind of how the orc is. They do have a Lich King statue in the Taiwan office, I want to say.
How much I bet they were like planning on making this and like, oh, we can't. Let's just make a figure.
Maybe, who knows?
Because that's just because he's always like holding Frostmourne and he looks all the hair and the cape. And... I want this to be a real thing.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because he's pretty.
It's a good statue.
Yeah, it's it's $200, I believe. No, $140.
$104.99.
Well, that's with the special
with
sales
the
code.
$140 normally.
Normally. The other thing we found on the Blizzard Gear store, and this is, once again, this is new to us because we haven't been keeping up for the past 6 months. We try to pull something from every franchise. One of our favorites for the Overwatch series was a Good Smile Company Figma of Zenyatta. Look how cool that is.
No, that's awesome. And the thing with Figma is they're very posable. So, I mean, this is just one of the options of what you can kind of do with him.
And I think with Figma's...
You can make him walk.
Oh, that's very different. I think the really cool thing with Figmas, they are pricey. They are not an Android. They are not cheap. But as you said, they are very posable.
Androids are expensive.
They're like $60.
Yeah. This is only 80.
I know. I'm used to the benchmark of Androids. That's like my price point. But with the Figmas, you get to have all the accessories. Like you have all his little balls around his neck. I'm not 5. But the posability and the really, like, the detail is really high on Figmas, and that's why you're paying a lot of good money for it. So the regular price is $80. Right now, as of the day of the recording, it's $60. So once again, wait for a Blizzard sale. Sign up for that newsletter because chances are you'll get one. But it's done by Good Smile, so you could probably get it elsewhere too if you find a really good price. The other cool thing, we saw these, and we actually saw these, I think, at Target when we were there.
Yeah, I did actually see these
other
in
day.
the toy aisle.
They're little Hot Wheels of Roadhog, Reinhardt, Tracer, Soldier 76, and Diva. And what's really neat is that with this one on the Blizzard Gear store, it's $20. But you don't just get the 5, you actually get 10 of them. They actually double up. So if you have like a niece or nephew or small children in your family and you want to get like a stocking stuffer, for $20 you get 10 Hot Wheels in the theme of Overwatch. That's genius.
Or what you can do
Oh.
is you have a set to leave in the box
Oh my God.
and a set to play with.
Dude, that's probably why they did that. I bet you that's 100% it. The collectors can put them on the wall.
Yeah.
And then they can play with the ones on their desk.
Oh my god.
That's totally it. But they're actually... It's kind of tempting to buy that because $20 is not
It
a
is.
lot.
It's not too bad.
Oh, man. Okay. And then for Hearthstone, one of the cool things we saw was actually this Hearthstone Fireside Gamer Everyday Utility Backpack. That's a mouthful. It's just a cool green backpack. Now, this one's a reduced price. It was normally listed at $55. It's reduced, so I think that's going to be the new price of it to get it out is $25.49. But it's a really cool green backpack. I really like that forest green. It even has like a cute little Hearthstone card on the bottom right corner of it.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say negative is the opening of it is a top flap. Very similar to like that Diva backpack. Mm-hmm. It's not the most conducive to open.
I'm not super into it.
But it looks really, really cool. I will say that. Let's see. Next one. Moving on over to... Oh, and the other cool thing that Hearthstone did was they came out with another art book. The Art of Hearthstone. Hearthstone? I keep intentionally screwing up and now it's stuck in my head. Another Hearthstone book, Year of the Mammoth. So they keep doing these yearly reviews of volumes for each of their yearly, I don't know, games, I guess, or patches or series. But if you want another coffee table book, this is where you get it. It's a big, glorious blue book from all of the artistic achievements of the Year of the Mammoth. So, the Journey to Ungoro Crater, the Lich King of the Knights of the Frozen Throne, the Kobolds and Catacombs, all the artwork. If you loved those series in this game, hop over and get it. I don't think it ever really goes on sale, but this just came out in October of this year. So, it's around the time when they come out.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I would love to have like one day a collection of like each of the volumes because those cards are gorgeous.
The art's awesome.
Yeah. So if you're a Hearthstone fan or just want another coffee table book, this is a really good one to get.
Yeah, definitely.
I always envy them whenever I see them in person. Let's see, next one. We are scooching over to Heroes of the Storm. These ones we pulled just one of each from the franchises because there's sadly not a lot right now. This is a new shirt. Or new to us. Mm-hmm.
Nexomania.
Nexomania.
Yeah.
So that's I know that was an event, right?
Yeah, it was a kind of luchador crossover event. So this is the Malgaucho. Malganis? Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, that's hilarious. Yes. I was wondering, I'm like, I know it says Malganis, but I did not read Malgacho.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Is that something offensive?
I have no idea. I think it's just a play on the name.
Okay.
I think it's just a play on the name. Like machismo, like malgacho. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
There
And
you
my
go.
Spanish is not that strong. But yeah, it comes in a bunch of sizes. It's a kind of grayish white shirt. But it has a cool malgacho malganis on it. So if you're heroes or Hots Fran, another cool shirt.
There you go.
They have like really cool designs.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed the Heroes merch.
Me too. I want
It's
more
always
of it.
been really good.
Let's see. And then scooching on over to StarCraft 2, we have a 10-year anniversary. Yay! T-shirt. So it has 2010 to 2020. It's a great shirt.
Nice basic T-shirt.
Yeah, you get to show like your age of like, hey, I've been around in this game for 10 years. Get to brag, 10 years ago back in my day.
Yeah.
StarCraft 2 is a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, just a fun shirt, $25.
Yeah,
Want to get some more StarCraft gear? Why not?
for sure.
Um,
Some more apparel though from Diablo.
Diablo.
This is
4.
interesting because it's a hybrid kind of
It's
thing.
pretty. It is $100, but it is a Diablo 4 Lilith Black Hybrid Hoodie, full button trucker jacket. Wah. It's fancy. It's basically like a jean jacket with a hoodie mixed together. But then
Yeah.
it has like, if like your inner goth child or teenager wants to come out with video game
Oh
merch,
yeah,
this is it.
This is perfect.
This is 100% it. Like, all you do is like iron on a patch maybe somewhere if you want to, and you're good to go. Oh, do they have like the thumb holes in the wrists? Oh, I don't think they do.
I don't think
that would
so.
have been like almost emo goth at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, $100 is not bad for that type of jacket. And then the last two things we brought up were COVID made me buy it. Type of mentality. They actually have face masks for almost every franchise in this game. Actually, every franchise in this game. They got Alliance. They have Horde, which is sold out. They have Diablo. They have a Diva one because pink.
Yeah.
They have Overwatch, StarCraft, Hearthstone. Blizzard, just regular Blizzard.
Yeah, and if you want generic Blizzard ones.
And then here's the Storm, which is actually really cool. We love them. It's a 3-pack for $25. They're all the same price. They don't go on sale, it seems like. However, the one downside we feel with it, and we haven't tried them, so it could just be maybe we don't know what we're missing. The straps go over your head. So
yeah,
like,
not around your ears.
Yeah, so we're used to the ear ones because that's what COVID has given us. But these ones, they're by Fanatics, and they have really cool artwork. Like, I would actually love a lot of merch in these type of like logo designs and patterns. Like, I really love the Hearthstone and the Scooch Up. What was it? The StarCraft. I really love those patterns just because
Yeah, they're
fun.
good.
But and then the last COVID purchase is if you're bored, and we all kind of are, puzzles. For like $20, you can get 6 different types of puzzles. We got Shadowlands, where it has that cool, like, the sundering, or what's the phrase, the thing, the sky breaking?
Shattering.
The shattering. We have Sylvanas and Anduin fighting, that cool battle scene. We have a really dark and creepy looking, the drowned Diablo 4 art from like a poster, which is really creepy. Hearthstone. And then we even have, this actually is a reduced price because I know this puzzle's been around for a while. It's the 2019 Pub Collection puzzle, 1,000 pieces as well. And then we also have a gorgeous artwork of Echo and her creator puzzle. I think they're all 1,000 pieces for $20. We got time, but now we don't have time because Shadowlands.
Yeah.
So we had time.
Once
Now
we're all
we've
caught
lost
up with
time.
Shadowlands.
We can be by a puzzle, and because COVID.
Yeah.
2020. But man, how long has it been? It's almost an hour and a half of nonstop talking.
Yeah. I
That's a
I
lot.
was pretty sure we
7
would.
pages of notes.
7
Ah,
pages of notes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
It's been a bit,
6
but
months.
yeah. Hope everyone's staying healthy and safe.
Yes, please.
And hope those of you venturing into Shadowlands enjoy it and have a good time. And we'll see you in game, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll see you in the Nexus next
Yeah.
time.
Again, nexuspodcast.com for old episodes, youtube.com/TJTyrant for old videos. And yeah, just check it out. Check us out on social. I'm DJ Tyrant on social.
I'm H Sailor Moon. I'm totally creative.
Yep, and we'll see you next time for another episode of the Nexus Podcast. This has been episode 18. Thank you so much for your support, and we appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.